Okay, so I did my presentation on living sustainably. I first started off with my carbon footprint. I wanted to see where I fell within the average American. Um, Say my biggest downfall for me is driving to work in the summer. I commute to Lexington, Mass every day for work, which is about 42 miles there and 42 miles back. So total of 84 miles. And during the school year, I only drive about 20 to 25 miles. I'd say every day I do fairly well recycling. I always make sure I recycle my bottles, etc. Home energy consumption is less than the average American, and I thought the only problem with the carbon footprint was that they did not address water consumption. Um, so that's what I did my project on. My project was to take shorter showers, lessen my consumption of water, hopefully live more sustainably overall, lessen my environmental impact, improvement overall, and I thought it would be a good idea to discuss my future plans for living more sustainably. Some things I thought that would be good to know about water consumption in America. The average American uses probably about 25,000 to 300 gallons of water per year, which is about 69.3 gallons daily. Reducing your shower by 4 minutes can save 3,650 gallons per year. So imagine if everybody took a shower and took it shorter by 4 minutes every single time, how much water that would save. Overconsumption of water in America is becoming a huge problem. One of our biggest sources for where our water goes is farming. Farmers are very inefficient when watering their fields, and even roughly 70% of our global water is used for agriculture. Improvements can definitely be made. Big cities use millions of gallons of water a day, like New York City, Chicago, Boston. They all use an astronomical amount of water. The scarcity of fresh water is becoming an increasing issue. And according to International Water Management Institute in 2025, regions of the world will start to suffer from either economical or physical water scarcity. And we're already seeing, signs of water scarcity already, like the, California drought, the forest fires that we have. That's all due to not having enough rainwater in our systems because we're taking more water out of the source than we are putting back. The goal of my project was to at least reduce my water consumption in half. I would say I was successful. I also replaced the shower head with a more efficient shower head. I never actually measured the amount of water that comes out of the old shower head versus the new one, but that's something that can be done. Um, Before, I was taking pretty fairly long showers, but afterwards, you can see I cut at least my water consumption by 4 minutes. So I'm already saving 3,650 gallons of water per year. I actually, exceeded 4 minutes in a lot of cases, but it's just good to know, like, for a rough estimate. This is a picture of the water shower head that I used. It's water efficient. It's called the Water Pick. Saves money, saves water, saves the environment, has multiple settings, and it's a relatively inexpensive purchase. I think I got it at Home Depot for $25. And you can even see on the back of it, it shows you your annual household utility expenses and what they are with an old shower head and what it is with the new one. Um, and then this is going to be my future plan, to live in an energy efficient home, purchase an energy efficient car. Solar panels is definitely something that I'm really considering in the next, 5-10 years when I own my own house. Tesla motors, an all electric car with zero emissions, geothermal home heating and cooling. There's plenty of other alternatives, but my mom actually just replaced our heating unit with geothermal, and it was relatively expensive for the installation, but it pays for itself. You don't have to pay nearly as much in the propane gas prices. Um, And then also anything to lessen my environmental impact overall is something I'm really going to be looking into with my future home. My future car, or brand of car at least that I was thinking of getting would be something called like the Tesla. It's a zero emission car, all electric. They actually even invented a battery recently. On their website, you can watch a couple of videos, and they have this battery where it's completely run off solar panels. So you just have a couple solar panels at your house, and this battery will collect all that power, and then it will charge up your car using the solar panels instead of any of the electricity that you might be using to power your car at your house. Well, now you can use it with a solar panel, and they try to make it relatively easy to be able to get. The technology is all there. The safety features are there and probably even better than some other cars. Some good things about them: they have all-wheel drive. There's, for the car that I was looking at, mileage range that it can go is 294 miles before it needs a new charge. The top speed is 155. The over the air updates and added safety, maps and navigation, lots of safety features, 8-year infinite mile battery and drive unit warranty, automatic keyless entry, front trunk with no luggage, or for room for luggage, air ride suspension, and sub-zero weather package. So all of these things are wonderful features, and I'm definitely considering the all-wheel drive because we live in New England, and for an all-electric car to have all-wheel drive is, I think, a real big plus. I looked into some of the pricings of it. I could only get the 2015 prices. And what I would be considering would be the S885D. The base price was about $85,000, and the mileage range that it could go was 270 miles. And I mean, it's a little bit pricey for, a car, but you got to think in the end it's going to be paying for itself because it's going to be zero emissions, and it's going to be able to run without having to pay for gas. And you'd save between at least $1,000 to $3,000 a year on just gas alone. So if you own the car for at least 5 years, it's already paying for itself almost. And that's it.